What's up, YouTube? I just cracked some cars open. I did it off camera just to save some time. But Champion DJK, that little gem, very soon to be in your collection where it belongs. All right. Last night in a video, if you watched, you saw me open this Kyosho Nissan GTR. It is a sick piece, and had a few people ask me, what do you think? Is it better than the Greenlight? And I think it is, yes. But I just got out a few of my Greenlights, and I'm looking at them, and they're not as bad as I thought. They actually really are nice. So we'll start with this one. My big complaint is just the wheels. Like this one, I don't know. They need to be, they're just a little too far in. I really can't complain though. I think that's being too nitpicky. This is one of my favorite Greenlight releases of the GTR. I think I have almost all of them. I need the silver Motor World, and I think that's the only one. There's some new ones coming out that I'm gonna have to get though. I have the Brock Racing one on order. They did finally secure the licensing, so I've got that green machine and the regular both on the way. From what I've been told, they should be hitting in April. This thing is just sweet though. It really is. They did an awesome job with this. And these ones, this was a hobby exclusive. It's pretty limited, 4,800 pieces. So it's about as rare as a Hot Wheels RLC. So you be the judge. Here's another example. And this one you can see it a lot better. Just look at the way the wheels set inside the body of the car. That's my big complaint with the Greenlight. Otherwise, other than that, they really do look good. I mean, they paint the exhaust tips. There's a lot of really good detail in these cars. And this is a very rare example of it. These are limited to 54 pieces, I think, on the green machine. So that one's dope. And then the other one that I like quite a bit, this one's also a hobby exclusive. This is the Gulf Racing. But that's my, you know, if you look at it like this, you can't really tell. And as nice as the Greenlight is, I definitely still think the Kyosho's nicer. The Greenlights are definitely heavier. That plastic base on this one makes a big difference compared to the metal base on these ones. But man, they're fun to collect. I really do like the Greenlight GTR too. And while I don't think they nailed that casting, I'll still get them all, or I'll try to. So I wanted to do that quick comparison. I had these out in last night's video. This is the latest release from M2, the AutoZone exclusive. I think you can still find these at your local AutoZone retailer. This is a base swap custom. I would strongly recommend doing that if you go out and find one. Find yourself a Patriot series or a Titanium series and get a proper base on it with some suspension, lift kit. It looks 100 times better. Great casting. I dig it. And when they bring these AutoZone cars out, you got to scoop them up because they are fairly limited. And once they're gone, and they're hard to find on the secondary market. So, so that one came with the Econoline. I didn't make any changes to this one, although I did think about it. I have a couple of lowered bases from the Auto Lift, the Econoline Auto Lift, and I actually did consider slamming this thing to the ground. But that's another cool casting. I've got quite a few of these Econolines as well. But that's a really cool little AutoZone set. Two really nice castings. But I brought those out because I wanted to show you an older one from 2013 that's really hard to find nowadays. I don't even think there's one listed on eBay at this time. The last couple that sold for about, I think, $35 with shipping. This is the lift that you get with it. The regular AutoZone lifts are red. They do have the detail here. The fire extinguisher and this little thing. They don't say AutoZone. But the black and orange looks better, I think. It's my opinion. I end up cutting these off. I just take pliers and pop them off so that you can park a Hot Wheels car or an Auto World car without having any issues. So that's what I do with the auto lifts. So you do get this with the AutoZone exclusives. Anyways, the one that I cracked open is a 1956 GMC pickup truck. See there, the GMC on the hood. I think back in 2013, like Greenlight, I think their quality control was a lot better than it is today. Not a big fan of opening doors on this scale. That's a big reason why. But this truck is still awesome. Tailgate, chrome bumpers, real rubber spare with the orange steely. This door lines up a lot better. I would just prefer to not have the opening doors and have a nicer looking casting. That's just me. Really nice detail on these trucks though, and it's real heavy. It's metal on metal. They roll really nice. They roll nicer than any M2 I've picked up in the last year and a half. So that's one of them. And then the other one that came with that is a 58 Chevy Apache. I like this truck, but I like the other one, the wheels and the stance better on the GMC. I think the GMC is a 4x4. But this is actually pretty sweet looking. I don't collect a lot of M2, but I really do like the Apaches. I like the F100s. And I like the Econolines. I also like the 54 Chevys. Those are about the only ones. If I find an M2 Chase, I'll buy it and I'll trade it off or sell it to pick up a green machine. This thing is cool. Look at the chrome. A lot of details for such a small little truck. And it's really heavy too. Probably weighs as much as a Hot Wheels panel. Another really nice roller. So I did get that set, cracked it open. I found it, I think it was like 12 bucks at the show in Tucson. I've been waiting on a package, and I'm really getting to the point where I don't think it's going to show up. I'm going to message a guy. I pre-ordered it a week before it came out. And he told me he would have it the week of the 20th to ship. Well, I messaged him last week on around the 8th. So this is like 2 weeks after he told me it was going to ship. Or 8 days. Yeah, about 2 weeks at least. And he said, this was Thursday. I said, hey, just wanted to touch base. Any update? And he said, yeah, I'm packing them up right now. This is last Thursday. He's here only 2 states away from me. No tracking has been updated. No message has been sent. It's really getting irritating. If you guys sell on eBay, please just communicate. You know, if he would just message me, say, hey, look, here's the deal. But I feel like I'm getting my chain yanked, and I don't like that. Anyways, I did crack open what I think maybe, other than the Farmtruck, the nicest Greenlight Chevy pickup. So this casting has been out in the Hitch and Tow 4 times. I'm pretty sure it's 4 times. If at least in the main line Hitch and Tow release. I know it was released in the Hollywood Hitch and Tow, Smokey and the Bandit. So I know it's come out in maybe some of the exclusive releases. But in the main Hitch and Tow series, I'm pretty sure it's been out 4 times. It came out in Series 1, came out again in Series 3, and then it came out again in Series 4, which is this one. I can't believe this is already 5 series ago, because we're on Series 9 now. And it came out as a red truck with a silver Bambi camper. So it's been out 4 times, and again, if it's more or less than that, you can comment below. You can correct me. I get corrected all the time. I'm just speculating. I'm pretty sure if there were more of them, I would have them. So at the show last week, that's an extra Krispy Kreme. I'm not going to open it. I've already got it loose. But at the show last week, I did find from Series 1 the Chevy Cheyenne. It's a 1971 C10, and it's so nice looking. Let's start with this trailer, though. So back in Series 1 and Series 2 and part of Series 3, these were packaged a lot. Well, it's not a lot different, but they were packaged differently. Halfway through the release of Series 3, they modified the packaging to secure the trailer jack into the package. But this is the first release of this flatbed trailer. It is all die cast except for the fenders. Those are plastic. Actually, those might be die cast too. The frame is all die cast, the platform is die cast, and actually these might be die cast too. That is plastic. These are plastic. The wheels are plastic. They are rubber tires with tread. It is a very nice flatbed trailer. So this was the first of many. We've seen a lot of these since Series 1. But let's take a look at this truck because it's black and white. And I've got I don't know, at least 10 or 15 of these Cheyenne pickups, and I think this might be my favorite, even more so than the Farmtruck. The Farmtruck is cool because of what it is, and it's got the weathered look, and it's pretty exclusive. It's a pretty tough one to find. But this looks clean. I really dig the front end on this. That grille is sharp. The paint. There are some paint flaws, but I don't even care. I just love the black and white. It's a real heavy casting. These are really hard to find too. You'd be hard pressed to go to eBay and find one of these listed. I don't think there are any. which, considering how many of these were made, it's kind of surprising to me because there's over 8,000 of these, but they're super hard to find. And when you do find one, I think if you can find a Series 1 hitch and tow, any of them, at 20 bucks or lower, you're doing good. That's just my opinion. But especially a popular casting like this one. So that's the Hitch and Tow Series 1. One of my favorite hitch and tows of the 36 or 37 different hitch and tows that I have. That's in my top 5. And then I opened one more car because I was bored. And I don't have any of these M2 chase cars, let alone have any loose ones. It's a 1965 Ford Mustang. I really like the way that the pearl white and the light blue and the gold, they all go really well together. That is a sharp looking car. Not much for M2, but that is a sharp looking car. And they have a lot of sharp looking cars. I will give them that. Just, I don't know. I really don't know what it is about M2. I can't put my finger on it. I really don't know what it is. But it's a nice roller. The truck is an awesome roller. Let's get my street view. I want to see these skylines in the street view. Alright, so we'll start out here. There's that awesome AutoZone Ford F100. M2, 1965 Ford Mustang Chase. On the Series 1 Hitch and Tow, 1971 Chevrolet C10. And here you have some of my favorite stuff, Japanese domestic. Who do you think makes a nicer skyline? Kyosho? There's your Kyosho. And there's your Greenlight. That, to me, is a tough call. But I take Kyosho. What's really nice about Greenlight is the collectability with the green machines and the licensing and all the different liveries. There's your Kyosho. There's your Greenlight. Try to keep them in the same frame. There's another Greenlight. And another Greenlight. I had a lot of fun cracking those cars last night. Man. That RX-7. I love it. This and the G-Wagons. That was a fun video to do. I really dig the Kyosho. I'm getting where I want to get with that collection. I'd still like to get more, but it's hard with those. Those and Tamika Limited Vintage are tough because they're pricey. Every time you buy one of these, it's like buying a super treasure hunt. Every time you buy one of these, it's like buying 3 or 4 pop culture cars. And that's if you find it cheap. So, anyways, that's the video. I'm going to take some pictures and get them up on Instagram. I'm only, I think, 7 followers away from 600. So if you're on Instagram, please check me out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'll holler at the next video. Y'all take care.